Okay, so the community is more split than ever. My, oh freaking my. The Reddit is taking a hammering. X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, is taking an absolute hammering. And the devs have been relatively quiet for the most part. We do have an announcement from Twinbeard with regards to something going wrong inside of the patch, which is a bit of an understatement, but nonetheless, we take a look at that one, and then we're going to dive on into the opinions of this patch and the effects that it has had on the community since it's dropped. This is a huge video because this is absolutely mental, but nonetheless, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, check out our sponsor, Gamer Subs. They offer a variety of gaming energy drinks, nutrition supplements, and gaming themed accessories. Their energy drinks are keto friendly, low in calories and low in sugar, and come in a variety of flavors. And if you want to try my favorite, it is Lee. Nice and peachy, absolutely incredible. But their supplements include caffeine free options as well if you prefer, and their accessories include waifu cups, apparel, and collectibles as well. So if you go down to the description right now, click the link, use code CloudPlays, it will give you worldwide free shipping for the next few days. So make sure you abuse that one because it is absolutely ridiculous. If you're not in the US, you're going to be able to get this dirt cheap. Nonetheless, though, let's dive on in to what we've got going today. Starting off, we have got an announcement from Twinbeard stating, Helldivers, we know some of you are experiencing performance issues in the battlefield after this day's patch. You are not imagining something is off as a charger leg after getting quadruple tapped by a railgun. Our engineers are working hard to resolve the issue and we'll update you as soon as we know more. We are yet to have any updates, and that was posted up at 10 PM just yesterday, so we'll have to see exactly what's going on with that. Now, one thing though that I would say is probably the best injection of this patch is this right here. The missing decimal point separators plugin for the Galactic War map was recently recovered in the encrypted SSD hard drive. Super commas have been to your ship systems, making it easier to read the inspiring numbers of Helldivers that have sacrificed their lives for liberty. We've got freaking commas, guys. I don't know why that's such a big thing, but I freaking love it. With regards to everything else though, a ginormous patch came sweeping the community just yesterday, and my oh my, we're seeing the Railgun 2.0 effects all over again. What side of the fence it is you lean on is what we're going to cover over today. We have got some positive patches of people that are fighting against those who don't like the patch, and then we've got some genuine topics that are a little bit of a problem inside of this game right now, including the ricochet, which seems to be the biggest thing that's being spoke about on the Reddit at the moment. But nonetheless, we're going to take a look at this Reddit post right here that is essentially fighting against the haters for this one. So as we go through the video, please let me know which one you are on. Are you for this patch? Are you against this patch? Do you like what they're doing or do you not? We do seem to be taking a bit of a hit in player base right now with regards to PC, but we'll have to see exactly how that one goes down and the narrative actually pushes forward. But this post right here states, new patch and the devs ruined it all, quote unquote, once more. Totally not exaggerated. Now it stays, go on X and the official Discord. Countless folks complaining now that for some weapons such as the LAS ones, the reserve mags have been reduced, yet the damage has been increased, calling devs on drugs because they perceive it as a nerf. Wait, what? You trying to tell me that you ran through all ICEs before dying 6 times or more? Like, the fact that you have infinite ammo when a wee bit of fire discipline is applied, and now you call the devs out for just having decreased the ammo amount of mags makes you oblivious to the fact that they got a damage buff. Yikes. And another thing, remember the day the railgun got nerfed? Yeah, it was like 24/7 crying for 2 weeks straight. Now it got a buff and nobody notices that. Now we'd rather cry for 2 weeks straight about the Railgun 2.0, aka the Quasar Cannon, getting a couple more seconds recharge time. Good lord, the double morales are strong, folks. That all sounds like crying on high standards. Now, unfortunately, I do somewhat agree with this. I agree with the basis that the Quasar Cannon adding the extra seconds, it sounds a lot worse and it looks a lot worse on paper than what it actually is to play with. As far as the Railgun, it did get a buff. It got a buff and nobody even gave a toss, considering how much time they spent moaning about the fact that they weren't allowed to use it way back when it got its original nerf early doors. This is a bit of a weird one, and I don't know how you can really spin this, because I think that this is always going to split the community into different factors when you have such a large, and I mean a large, update like this. Is going to split the community into different areas based on what people use, what they want to see, what they wanted to have, and what it was they wanted focus on. So you can never make everybody happy, and I think that the Arrowhead devs are exactly on that wavelength and aware of that, but some things are genuinely not alright. So we've got right here, the ricochet is utterly broken. I just spent time using both AC and EATs and had them reflected directly back at me when firing from an elevated position onto the armored enemy. The rockets defied gravity itself and immediately blew me to pieces. Other changes are fine. Weapon balance is fine. This is a mechanic designed to artificially raise difficulty without proper counterplay or load out diversity. This has to be tweaked somehow. This is ridiculous. Getting insta-melted because I was 2 pixels off my aim is not a fun or engaging mechanic. And this is definitely seemed to be the case. We do have a post right here, as that one received around 6,700 upvotes. This one received 5.3, and you can see right here the actual narrative to this is actually hilarious. Shoots directly at a mushroom tree and it ricochets and kills them. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm not too sure what the hell is going on with this and why it was patched so sort of like heavily. Why it's caused such a big problem, I have no idea. But we have still got 2 more topics to cover over, which are really, really big in the scene right now, including the Quasar Cannon nerf and the Eruptor nerf. And this is things that you guys definitely want to hear. But before we do, all we are going to be talking about right now is the fact that we are doing a giveaway here on the channel. We're giving away a copy of Helldivers 2, and don't panic if you've got the game. We'll give the money equivalent in super credits to you guys. It's a really, really simple feat. All we have to do is head down into the comment section and stick some sort of bug emoji in the comments. Any bug you want, I don't really mind. Let's get the bugs running wild in the comments, because we've got some squishing to do, guys. We've got some squishing to do. Once you've entered that in, it will enter you into the giveaway, and we'll announce it next weekend on the channel here on the community page and on the giveaway announcement page in the Discord. It's extremely simple. Just make sure you pop a bug emoji in the comment section and we can dive on in to the rest of the video. Now, this next post has received nearly 4,000 upvotes, which is actually a lot considering the numbers at hand at the moment. But the Eruptor nerf is a perfect example as to why only buff is bad. I used the Eruptor since it dropped, and it's an amazing primary weapon. I have never once run out of ammo with the weapon, and the point I started COD reloading. Even with no deaths on a 40-minute mission, the bare minimum ammo looting, and you rarely would fall below half. If we just buff every other weapon to be like this, we are just erasing an entire game mechanic. We are saying that we want COD reloads to be the norm. We don't want to think about conserving or looting ammo. Just let me shoot and reload whenever. Some people may want that, but for me, that would just remove the mechanic entirely. I'm going to keep using the Eruptor, and I'm perfectly fine having to pay attention to my ammo again. This is a solid one, and I think that this is genuinely the basis. I think some of the nerfs, as far as the mag sizes, were a little bit obscure. We dropped 50% in some of them, and I'm not too sure I agree with that narrative, but if we had lost 1 or 2 mags extra, I'd have probably agreed with it. I don't know how I feel about this one, and I don't think it's really the right narrative to have. Although, if this is what the game's going to be like now, I'm happy to still play it. I'm happy to still play like it and see how it actually operates in regards to the resupplies and actually being able to have enough ammo to play. So let me know what you guys are thinking about the ammo consumption in regards to the weapons right now. But this last one is going to be the big one, the Quasar nerf. But somebody put right here, the Quasar nerf is okay and not a big of a deal. 5.9 thousand upvotes, so clearly people agree. And after I've had a bit of time with it, I would like to say that actually it doesn't feel too terrible now that we've got the extra 5-second charge, but irrelevant to it. The TLDR for this one is only 1 weak point is made it a little weaker. Only the strengths remain. It states, the Quasar Cannon is known for a lot of strengths. The 2 weak points. The weapon has to charge uptime, which makes it difficult to aim in some situations, and the weapon has a moderate cooldown period, which can be improved by a forced reload of a heatsink, like the sickle or the laser cannon, or a team reload, like the recoilless rifle. Now, the nerf only addresses the second point, which means that everyone who could use it before can still use it. It only became a little weaker in one of the 2 weak points. The following strong points are all untouched. Can delete heavies, So I mostly have experience with Terminids, but there is a delete button for charges and sometimes for Titans as well. Has infinite ammo in contrast to the EAT and the RR. It has no reload animation, and you can run around, shoot stims, shoot weapons, throw stratagems while it is recharging. It doesn't come with a backpack consume slot, so it can just be paired with an additional stratagem to contrast the recaller's rifle, and it doesn't deconstruct after usage, such as the EAT. And I think they've got a solid point with this one. The Quasar is not really taking a massive hit, and if anything, it's still probably one of the more viable options now. With regards to the EAT is quite useful, but it does deconstruct. I obviously use it quite a lot, but again, it does deconstruct. And then we obviously have the main usage for the recaller's rifle, which you obviously have to have the backpack in toll or somebody there to actually utilize that for you. The Quasar Cannon is still really, really solid aspect. You just have to make sure that you're not utilizing it every other second. Let me know what your guys' opinions are on the patch and in the comment section below. And if you want to get ranting, then get ranting. I'm going to be reading as many as I can and replying to as many to get some discussions going. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. Appreciate your faces. And as always, I'll see you in the clouds.